Welcome back to my sustainability journey, and today I'm going to show you a quick technique to secure the base and roots of corn plants to stop them from blowing or snapping over in stronger winds. So where we're based in Cape Town in South Africa, we get pretty aggressive winds. Today is one of those days. Usually our southeaster, known as the Cape Doctor, can reach anything from a consistent 60 to 80 kilometers an hour for multiple days in a row. That's why you can see behind me over here, there's a big wind break that we've had to build from 100% shade cloth to break some of that wind that is absolutely just flattening everything in its path. So obviously for us to be able to grow corn, we can't have wind because their root systems and their bases just simply aren't strong enough to be able to withstand strong winds, especially not consistent 80 k's an hour winds. So what I've devised is a very simple technique. We've looked at quite a few different YouTube videos, quite a few different channels. A lot of them use boxes, so they'll put stakes in the ground around the entire corn bed and then put wire, whatever they need to hold it up. So basically what happens then is you could actually have a domino effect of the wind coming whichever way, knocking it over, and then they'll just all lean, which doesn't really solve the problem of stopping your roots from tipping out or the neck from breaking a bit. Sorry, not the neck, the base. So what this technique does is it solidifies about 30 centimeters of the plant where it's its weakest, and it's really solid. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so if I quickly bring you in close here to show you a bed that we have already finished. Yesterday we had some pretty aggressive winds in the opposite direction from the northwest, and a whole bunch of these were lying flat on their sides. So what you'll see here is short 40 centimeter bamboo sticks, but they are solid. You'll see if I flick them, there's like no give, they bounce around. They are solid. They're knocked about, you can't really see, about 15-20 centimeters into the ground. So through the raised bed soil into the actual ground, which for us is very sandy. And as you can see, they are not budging. They're pretty solid. So what we're doing here is, if I take you over to the other bed, you'll see what I mean by how loose the roots are. And these now have a really, really strong foundation that they can just keep growing. And then as they get higher, we'll ultimately stop. We've got a tie down here. We'll do another one up here. And between those two, we're looking at 50 centimeters of staking around the base of the plant into the roots, which is more than enough for a corn plant. Okay, so now if I bring you into the bed that I actually want to do some work on, you'll see that this plant, for example, you can see it's really, really flimsy, and if I dig in deep, you can actually, if I show you, you can actually see the roots are being exposed. So this one is, it's not going to last very long growing itself. If I bring to some of the other ones, they all, if you see, they're all really flimsy. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to show you the technique. It's super easy, and then you can apply it to your own little corn patch or however you want, and hopefully it works for you as it does for me. Okay, so to complete the process, all you basically need are some dowels. Use the bamboo sticks. They're about 45 to 60 centimeters long. And then you need some ties. We have the plastic ones that stretch, so you can see how it stretches. So as the plant grows, there is some give. You don't have any of the biting. And that's it. You can either push it in if you want to, get a hammer just to make it easier, and off we go. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to position the stick just behind the roots, quite close to the plant, and we're going to knock it in. You'll feel it go through the raised bed soil into the main soil, and that's it. Then we're going to just do a few of the other ones. This is the really weak one that I showed you earlier. Knock it in till you feel it's bouncy, really good resistance. That means when it comes to strong winds, it's going to bend, but it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so there we have 3 in. Then all you need to do, take one of these pieces, snap it off, and then what you can do is, I usually pre-stretch it. What it does is it just prepares, makes it a bit softer so that when you are ready to put it on and there is some expansion on the growth of the corn, it's already, there's a little bit of elasticity already. And then all you do is tie it very loosely. We do not want to tie the corn to the post. We just want it as support, because ultimately this trunk is going to get quite thick. So there you can see I can still basically fit my finger through. So then there's more than enough space. But what's going to happen is if this blows, it's going to support it from falling over. And then what we'll do, here's the next growth node coming out. There'll be a few more. We'll tie it up here again. And that's all the support that you're really going to need to give your plants at this stage. I'll show another one. Tie it around loosely. There you go. It's done. This was the really loose one that I showed you earlier. As you can see now, if I do that, this plant's not going to go anywhere. It was busy flopping around. Now it is as stable as it's going to possibly be. Tie it around again. And it is as simple as that. So the great thing about these bamboo rods is that they are really, really rigid, and they are actually, because they're so immature, they are solid throughout. They're not hollow on the inside. So they're not going to rot very quickly. As soon as you're done with your corn, pull them out, put them aside, use them for peppers, for anything, brinjals, eggplants, anything else that might need staking. Very, very cheap, very, very versatile. So don't go and get the huge ones unless you're staking tomatoes and you've got nothing left to do with them. Rather get small ones like this. They are way more versatile than the big ones. Cool, well, I hope you enjoyed that quick video, quick tip. I hope you get some value out of it. If you enjoyed it, let us know. If you have a different technique that you think works better for you, let us know. We'd love to try it out. And if you have a success story of trying this, it working, great, let us know. Please subscribe so you can keep up to date with what we're doing. Comment, engage, share, like. Let's get the word out there and all help each other build an easier, better community that shared knowledge. We can all just help each other through our journeys. Hope you enjoyed my sustainability journey, and I'm really looking forward to hearing about yours.